Hello everyone, welcome back to TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Now the video that I've got lined up for us today is Football Manager Series once again. It's 100 years plus into the future, so I wanted to see whether or not if the top 6 elite of the English League, German League, Italian League, Spanish League, French League, if the elite teams are still running the show, so to speak, with their leagues. So what we'll do, just go on to it first of all. So what we'll do is we'll check the English Premier Division, go to the past winners. Well, as you can see, so it starts off with Man United, Man City winning the titles. Arsenal's got it a couple of times. Chelsea got it a couple of times. Man City dominating. So is Chelsea. Don't know if you can see it here. 2046-47 season. Liverpool finally managed to win the English Premier Division title. They did it 2 years on the trot then. God, I'd hate to think how long Liverpool fans would have had to wait if they have to wait another 20 odd years for that to actually happen. But mind you, looking at how they are playing today, they're winning the title this year without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, big surprise here. 2054-55 season. West Ham United, champions of the English Premier Division, not once but 4 times in the space of a decade. Half a decade there. Still Man City, a lot of the times. Man United on a little domination trip there. Man City back again. Man U seems to just be the Manchester clubs really that's dominating it. Arsenal, 2087-88 season. West Ham again. But, sorry, I literally was about, whoa. Okay, 2098-99 season. Burnley winning the Premier Division title. But then they won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seasons on the trot. Burnley must be a powerful force nearly 100 years later. And then we see Middlesbrough winning the title. You think Burnley's ridiculous, then you go to Middlesbrough. No offence to anyone who does support Burnley or Middlesbrough, but you just don't see that happening, obviously. Middlesbrough's winning the title 3 times. Then it's gone back to obviously Burnley, Man City, Chelsea, and obviously Man City being the champions at the moment. But I'm quite shocked really with Burnley's being a dominant force. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at some of the transfers. So you could see Ezequiel Torres went from Olympique Lyon to Chelsea for £91 million. Oh, that one right there. Dario Morata from Southampton to Chelsea, £118 million. What is he? He's a striker. £118 million, and in the 2 seasons he's been playing for Chelsea, he scored 4 goals in 12 games. That's a massive player there. You pay for £118 million and you play him twice over 12 times over 2 seasons. 55 million including clauses. 81 million. Jordi Puig, Barcelona to Man City, 81 mil. Ronald Doherty, Bayern Munich to Manchester City, £106 million. And then underneath is Jose Sousa, Man United to Bayern Munich, £102 million with the clauses added in as well. So 108 million. Michelangelo Cambiano, Burnley to Bayern Munich, and underneath João Ferreira, Wolves to Barcelona for 100 million. So the transfer market seems to be hitting the 100 million mark now, as you can see. I don't know if it's known as the Emirates Cup, isn't it? Why is it not finding the Emirates Cup? Let's go to a club, history, competitions. The English FA Cup. Let's look at the past winners for this. So Liverpool, 2019-2020 season as it started. Southampton, Tottenham, City, Arsenal. Southampton against Sunderland. Wolves. That's a big one. That's Stoke City. Stoke City won the FA Cup on this. Okay, then it's gone to Sheffield United, West Ham again, Burnley, but that was when they were more likely dominating English football. Middlesbrough. That was a couple of surprises there. We'll go to the Carabao Cup. I'm noticing City's holding all domestic titles at the moment. Yeah, so it's near enough the same teams. I mean, I see Huddersfield winning the Carabao Cup. What? Barrow won the Carabao Cup. Where on earth are Barrow now? That's 2064-65 season. They're in League 2. Did they actually make it into the Premier League? They have done. They have played in they have played in the Premier Division. All of 3 seasons, and each time they have played in the Premier League, they got relegated straight back down. Wow. But speaking of leagues, I want to have a quick look at the leagues themselves, see who's there and who's not. So at the moment, still looking sort of the same sort of league that you expect to look at, but with a few additions. Obviously, Middlesbrough being in there now, Oldham, Rochdale, Stoke back up there. So same with Wigan. Is there anyone that we're missing here? No big teams from what I can see. So let's drop down one. Villa obviously there, Bournemouth there, Coventry, Exeter City are in the Championship. I'm a Torquay United fan, and a few other people that I'm friends with, we're Torquay United fans. Seeing Exeter City being in the Championship, that is just swearing for me. I don't like it at all. Luton, Championship still. MK Dons, Newcastle in the Championship. You never know, they might swing it back up. I just noticed here, in the past winners of the Championship, Tottenham won it in 21-20-21 season. So Tottenham did go down a division. Okay, so League 1. Birmingham, Blackburn, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Salford in League 1. Bromley's in League 1. You're starting to see some teams coming through from the lower leagues. Obviously, we know Barrow's in League 2. Let's see here. Derby's in League 2. That's a massive drop down for them. QPR, Reading, Sunderland, Swansea. They used to be in the old Division 3 back in the day when late 90s, early 90s, wasn't it? The Vanarama National League. AFC Clyde, FC United of Manchester. Noticing something here. The team that I support, Torquay United's not in this. That means we're lower than the Vanarama National League. Oh dear. Oxford City's up there. Well, let's go down. Let's find out. The north side of the Vanarama National League. Lowestoft. No big teams really that you would see in the normal leagues. Aldershot, they're in the South League. Torquay are in this league. Dear God. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go on to Bayern Munich's page and go on to their first division here. So let's see. I see Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich. Right, so we are talking 106 years. 106 years that I've simulated up to this point. And in the German league, Bayern Munich has lost the title once in 106 years. I need to see their honours for the competition. Look, as you can see, the German First Division winner 134 times, but for the 106 years that I've simulated, they won it 105 times. So that means before that it's been 29 times they won it. That's just ridiculous. It really, really is. That's the overview. They're estimated at 1.3 billion. Wow, that's incredible. It really, really is. We'll look at French League next. So I was quite shocked with the Bayern Munich, how they've ran the German league. So as you can see, PSG, no surprise there really. Monaco's won it a few times. So in 106 years, it's only 2 clubs in the French league that has won Ligue 1 title. In 106 years, 2 clubs have won it. Alright, we'll go from France to Holland. Yeah, this one looks like it might be a little bit more open now. Recently, looks like 2 clubs have changed the mould recently in the Dutch league. So Ajax, PSV, AZ, Feyenoord again, Ajax, PSV. So really it was just between 3 teams for a considerable amount of time. Obviously AZ have won it a couple of times, but now obviously in recent years VVV, FC, is that Groningen? VVV and FC Groningen recently won the titles there. Let's go to the Italian league. Serie A. Well, past winners, I don't think we're going to be too surprised here. Is it going to be basically the same sort of setting as the German league? So Juventus, Inter Milan. Wow. AC Milan. And Napoli. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the Italian league that has won that division. 4 teams. Alright, lastly we will look at the Spanish league. Is it going to be the same sort of outcome with the Spanish league? Well, let's see. Obviously Barca, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid got a little win there. Atletico had a little bit of a run in the Spanish First Division. So it's just those 3 teams up until last season when Sevilla won it. So I mean, it does look like that. The Spanish league's got 4 teams as well. That's won the title. So we'll go for the Euro Cup now. Obviously the Mickey Mouse European Cup compared to the Champions League, of course. So let's say Tottenham, Liverpool, Monaco, Lyon. This is more open. This. Leverkusen, AC Milan, Benfica, West Ham, Leicester, Dortmund. I mean, there is a lot of teams that's won this tournament. Obviously, you see here West Ham winning it 2 years in a row, Dortmund winning it 2 years in a row. Obviously, when you win the Euro Cup, you get into the Champions League spot. So obviously, they must have come third in their group, which means they would have been demoted to this cup, and obviously that means they go on to win it again. I saw Southampton win it then, yeah. Liverpool won it. So I mean, it's Villarreal, Burnley, Real San Sebastian. Burnley won it a few times. So Sheffield United and West Ham, Sevilla, Man U, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, obviously, Atletico Bilbao. So yeah, I mean, it does look like that it's won a fair few times by other teams. It definitely looks more open. Now let's look at UEFA Champions League. This is one of the main cup tournaments that I was interested in finding out. Obviously by Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Monaco, Atletico Madrid and Monaco, PSG, City, Liverpool, Juve, Benfica. They won it in 2055-56. City, Juve, Man United won it in 66. Benfica again. West Ham United, 2090-91 season. Burnley winning it 3 years in a row. Got stopped by Barcelona on the 4th year. On the 5th year, they beat Chelsea in the final. Ridiculous. They must be. I'm going to look at Burnley right now quickly, sorry. They must be worth a fortune. 1.17 billion, the estimated value. Let's look at their tournament. Let's look at their competition history, sorry. Champions Cup 8 times, 4-time runner-up. Premier Division 18 times. Club World Cup 8 times. Right, I'm going to look at the national team. The national team is what we're looking at. We want to know whether or not England has managed to win the World Cup, the Euro Championships, or even the new Nations League. Just notice one thing. On the major clubs you see down here, Chelsea's top, Burnley, Man City, Middlesbrough, Liverpool, Southampton. That's the Elite Six now. In 21-25, that is the Elite Six. So 3 out of the 6 that you know of today are still in it, but 3 of them aren't. Right, let's get down to the real business here. Competitions. World Cup. We've won it 3 times. 1966, obviously the famous year when we did win it, and nearly 100 years later, 96 years, it took us to win back the World Cup. And then it took us another 36 years after that. We've come runner-up 2022, 46, 82, more recently in 06 as well, third place 42, and more recently 21-18. Wow, we nearly had to wait. We nearly had to wait 100 years to win a World Cup. But it does say on this game engine, Euro Championships winner 2020. We are in 2020 right now. This summer is when England are in the Euro Championships. Is that a sign? Is that a sign that we will finally win this tournament? Time will tell. Time will tell. I mean, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Now, this might not be for everyone, but I want to look at my team, Torquay United, because I can't believe semi-professional status. Semi-professional. Dear. Okay. Well, I mean, as you can see, the skin I've got gives you a little bit more detailed. I was hoping to get these pictures here, the stadium and the city sort of locked down, but the file's not come through properly on here. So that is something I will be looking to do soon. But yes, I mean, looking at the 100 years mark in the Premier League, top 6 elite of football, especially in the English division anyway, is not your Man City, your Chelsea, your Liverpool, your Tottenham, your Arsenal, Man U. It's not them, and it's not half of them at least anyway anymore. You know, it's the Burnley, the Chelseas, the Liverpools, the Cities, the Middlesbrough, and Southampton. I mean, even West Ham's managed to get their name up there in the Premier Division front as well. So, to any Man United fans out there, you've just got to be patient. I know that's the saying, isn't it? It's what OGS is saying all the time. Patient, patient, patient. But it's true. You've got to be patient. You had an easy life when Sir Alex Ferguson was running Manchester United Football Club. He's not there now. You can't hang on to those past years. Liverpool are just absolutely dominating this league at the moment in time. You know, they've been patient for long enough, and it's their time. There's no one that can stop them. But going back to this, I mean, looking at 100 years, obviously, there is still some, you know, there's still the City, the Chelsea and the Liverpools that's still popping up, winning the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the Champions League, and obviously the Euro Cup and Club World Cup as well. But there are some teams that's getting their name out there and obviously pushing the top of the table now. Arsenal, their media predictions 9th now. That's you wouldn't think that. Arsenal are much better than that. Let's skip Brighton for some reason. Brighton, media prediction 20th. Burnley, predictions 3rd. Chelsea, they're predicted to be 1st. Palace, 13th. Everton, 15th. Got no captain at the moment. Leicester, 14th. Liverpool, 5th. Still worth a hell of a lot of money though. Man City, second. Playing at 3-4-3 as well, Man City. Man United, seventh. That's just so weird to see that. Well, I say so weird. You expect it now, to be fair. Middlesbrough, sixth. Oldham Athletic. They have not been in the Premier Division since it first came about. Seeing their name up here now and prediction 12. That's crazy. Rochdale, just as bad. Can't believe I've seen their name here. 19th, they're predicted. Sheffield United, doing really well this season, predicted 11th. Southampton, 4th. They got no captain as well, but yeah. Stoke, 18th. They've won a fair few titles over the years, so they're now obviously starting to go down a little bit. Tottenham, 16th. That's just ridiculous. I mean, especially the way you see they are right now. I know Jose Mourinho's there at the helm and so on, but they are astronomically good in today's football, and seeing them predicted so low, it's weird to see. West Ham, 8th. Wigan, 17th, excuse me. And Wolves, 10th. Okay, so obviously that's the 100 years, obviously, simulation on the Football Manager series. I will be doing another one. I'll be doing another one at 250 years. I want to see what the trend is then, you know, if there is any lower league teams that's come up to the top of English flight, if there is any other teams in the other European leagues, if they've gone up to the top of the league and knocked, you know, your PSGs, your Monacos, or your Real Madrids and your Barcelonas, or your Juventus, or your Bayern Munichs, you know, see if they've been knocked off their perch. And you know, it'll be interesting to see. You know, it'll be interesting to see what it's like, and see whether or not if England manages to win any more World Cups or Euro Championships, and finally seeing Torquay United back in the actual real leagues, not the Mickey Mouse or the Minnie Mouse leagues, which is what they're in right now on this game engine. But I mean, apart from that, I mean, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you do like it, please smash a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on there, see what challenges that you want me to do as well. Someone put on there, try and win one of the cup tournaments with Torquay United. That is in progress at this moment in time as well. I'm also looking at doing other videos, other reviews on games that you can download from Steam as well. So yes, I mean, there's a lot in the pipeline. There is a Facebook account which I'll put on the channel after this video is finished. Like I said, smash a like, subscribe to the channel, make a lot of noise with the comments, and I'll be interested to see what you guys think. Thank you very much for your time, guys. TGR, that's Gaming Robo signing out.